Hello, Core 3 Beauties. This is Marcos, and this is our week 5 going to week 6 recap briefing video for our Core 3 Topics Design Studio class. And this is going to be a fast one because basically I'm here to just cheer you guys on as you are deep into your design development of your digital forms project. We had our class small group online session last night and I saw a lot of great progress from everybody. Everyone's engaged and um, beginning to develop their websites or dynamic posters or both. And just excited to see how things are starting to form. So let's just quickly go through the schedule. Um, the grayed out part here is what we've completed now. We've completed 2 weeks of the project, and we're going into the third week, week 6 of the semester. And next week, as discussed, we're going to have two class half sessions, two half class sessions, and you'll only need to come to one class on the Tuesday or Thursday, depending on what you were assigned for the print project the same day. I'll send a list out Tuesday morning and Thursday morning or Tuesday morning, you'll know. You already know, but I'll remind you Tuesday morning who's coming on the half class session. And at that session, you'll be required to have your part 2 design development um, progress ready to present. And I'll go over what that is in a second here, but just be ready. Just make as much progress as you can. Try to get yourself halfway through, or I don't know, maybe a little less, but make some good progress. And then after that, as you see here, I have now officially made the switcheroo. The green represents not what is this project. The green represents the introduction to the final project. So on week 7, instead of having on that Tuesday of week 7 our final review, we're going to have an intro session talking about getting started on the final project. The third project, I'll call it, an independent project, is another name for it. And I'll brief you guys on that. And as I've been telling you, give you an assignment to do some research to present some causes or issues that you want to have as the subject for your final project. And then we'll have on the Thursday of that week of week 7, we're going to have independent one-on-one midterm reviews. And in that review, you'll just present a short little presentation of some options for causes you're interested in pursuing for your independent project. And I will give you more details on that, on what's required on Tuesday of week 7. And then that means that on week 8, on Tuesday, instead of having the introduction to final project happening, then we're going to have the final review. So we scammed ourselves an extra week. And of course, with that extra week comes higher expectations. Like I want you guys to make sure we take the time to cash in on that extra time and to do that cliche 110% literal effort so that we have a little bit more from what we would have done if we had a shorter amount of time. So please budget your time, plan your time, focus your energy, stay disciplined, and really buckle down to get this digital project to be something special. And you've already set the bar pretty high with your special print project, so it needs to be right in line with that and exceed expectations of yourself and of me. All right, so what's the workflow for next week? Basically, you're continuing to work on your design development, getting ready for that presentation on either Tuesday or Thursday. And at the same time, make sure you watch video 4 and 5. We'll talk about it on Tuesday and Thursday. And then video 6 will pop up at some point. So we might have 3 to talk about. So I'll try to do some quick catch up. And when you do the presentation, just make sure we're going to post, we're going to turn in an assignment and upload an assignment to Google Drive. So just update your presentation. It could be informal. I'll show you an example here in a second, but keep all the elements you have and then add to it, expand your storyboard, revise it, finalize it, and then just create more screen layouts, create more sections, create tests and examples, samples, options of how you can use your animation or movement or motion graphics. We've already begun to do that with our first session, so just expand on that further. And of course, have a thank you page at the end. Here's just a quick example of this beauty of making project from last year um, that I'll show you real quick here. This person made it in Figma, which is smart because then it allowed for motion to happen. So basically, you start with the title page, description, review, recap your print project. I think you've already done this part. And then the digital form section, just keep your initial concept and sketches and inspiration, keep that all in place, initial layouts in place, and then add on to it. So this is now showing the progress the student was making. And in the end, they showed um, more motion graphics on a different link, but I don't have that. But basically, just organize it in a way that showed these are the different landing page steps in the landing page and the format they created and how they wanted to make this idea of like overgrowth happen within um, a digital motion experience and showing the interface and navigation and a couple of samples of how the stories would work, showcasing it in a simple way, and then looking at some motion graphics and details on how the story would work. And then the test coding, I don't have it, but they showed examples. And then just some questions and thoughts at the end, which is kind of good because it is an in-progress presentation. And of course, that thank you page needs to be at the end looking fabulous and spectacular. So, okay, so that is the example. And uh-oh, no, not that. Where did my thing go? Okay, well, I lost my page, but that doesn't matter. We're at the end. Oh, we're not at the end of the presentation. Hold on, let me try to get this out of here. Hmm. All right. Well, I lost the page. So anyway, what's left is um, the Canvas page is up for you to read if you need more clarification. Google Drive Part 2, Digital Forms Part 2, use that, and then just be ready on Tuesday. So that's it. Just want to remind everyone to really remember that this is like a special opportunity for each of you. This is like a project we're getting to work on together that gives you a lot of freedom, that gives you a chance to really push yourselves. And I just want you to make sure you're showcasing your best and you're putting in the time. Everyone's been doing that. So I'm definitely preaching to the choir, but yeah, for sure, like just really, really go for it with this. And we're getting primed for our last independent final project 3. So this is all going to warm us up for that. So learn as much as you can and know you're going to be using it immediately for your next project. But reach out to me if you need, if you want to share anything or if you have any questions, and be ready for Tuesdays or Thursdays class. And of course, you're welcome to come to both of them, but the time is meant for you guys to have more work time if you're not in class presenting. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.